Hey all, this is the Xenoxis show for the 29th of July 2025. Yes, so we're getting close to the end of the month now. It's also going to be the 30th tomorrow, and then the 31st, and then it's going to be 1st of August. Which is pretty nice anyway. I've continued on here now. That was the 6th save file, then the 7th was in the dream, and then we're up to 8 now, and we are 33 or almost 34 hours into things. And yeah, I did manage to grind some things. I didn't look up, of course, but didn't really dropped it, you know. I mean, sometimes I do look up things, but you know, yeah, so that's the reed cloak. I have 3 of those. You need that for the whole imp party and stuff that, but yeah. And the imp partisan should also be from a certain enemy as well, if you steal from it, but yeah. Now, one thing we can do, of course, we have a Master Skull now, allows you to attack 4 times, and combine that with Genny Glove, you can attack 8 times, and stuff that, which there are some broken stuff you can do, and we have a lot of Genny armors now. A lot of Genny armors. We have 1 Minerva Bust here. There's technically another one I can go for by donating a certain thing and stuff that, because yeah, there are like stuff that we can like donate and then we can get some other things, but yeah. Sadly, there doesn't seem to be any way to get back more lightning shields, because lightning shields is what you need in order to get the Genny shield. You need to block the other shield. Now, technically, you can say that the Aegis shield is actually better, but yeah, but you need the Aegis shield to get Total shields. A crew turtle shell used by imps. So yeah. So keep that in mind. There's also a broken thing you can do with, because Master Scroll, I didn't realize this about Master Scroll. Master Scrolls on a lot of attacks have a damage penalty, so you won't be doing full damage and stuff that via the Master Scroll. However, there are certain weapons that ignore this and stuff that, and one of them is on a very specific character. Actually, I think it's to the left of this. Yeah, this is it. This forest. This is a very, very special forest. It doesn't say what it's called here, the overworld here, but yeah. I'm using also Thief Spracer here with Growth Egg. Now, technically, right, you can, for example, you could Master Scroll Genny Glove, for example, on him, and then use double like Thief's Knife, and then you would get steal that way. You can also, for example, you could also theoretically Master Scroll. You Master Scroll, and then you basically do Master Scroll. And you do Brigand's Glove, and you don't care about the Thief's Bracer and stuff like that. I mean, you could otherwise also, for example, Thief's Bracer in the Master Scroll, and then but that is for attacks. Yeah, so that wouldn't work. So it needs to be an actual attack. So yeah, you go with the whole that setup, and then Master Scroll with the other thing. But yeah, but the thing is, you do Master Scroll in Genny Glove, you do it specifically on this character. I already have the Genny Glove here. For example, the fixed dice, 3 of dice, a pair of dice. Higher damage they roll, for example, and it's actually based on the character's level. So the higher level he is, the better it gets. And stuff that's, yeah. Now, one thing that's interesting is on what do you call it, on Strago, that's actually what it's called. I don't want to be using growth eggs for too long and stuff that, you know. Because I have Radiant Lance here. And stuff that, and Radiant Lance is pretty good. So let's see. Can we fight some dinosaurs? Yes. Oh, there's the good one. The Tempest. Attack 8 times. Easy orders. I think that's just really good. It's not his ultimate skill, but still. Okay, Kuraga there. Yeah, Kuraga used once. And SP-wise, I have Ragnarok now and stuff that, and Ultima is like really good and stuff that, but I already have it learned on all the characters here. I do have them equipped on other characters and stuff that, but yeah. Now the things I'm missing here, I'm missing Odin. Odin actually gets transformed to a certain one and stuff that, which also has the speed times 2 thing and stuff that, the Raiden. But then there's also Bahamut, which I forgot what Bahamut required. I know one of them require you to beat 8 dragons or whatever in order to encounter. Right, so it's Raiden, Bahamut, and then also, what is it called? I don't remember. What was it called? Was it Bahamut that was after the 8 dragons? I forgot. Yeah, anyway, let's go again for more encounters. Now we could use, for example, not use this and use 2 like growth eggs. Stuff that or whatever. Okay, so he doesn't outspeed. Oh, he should be able to outspeed actually. And yeah, that Tyrannosaur is actually where you can get the Imp Partisan from. You could imagine that also with a good thing or a good weapon. There we go, in Partisan. So in Partisan is also a drop. So yeah, so in Partisan, used by imps. Yeah, because it's not stronger than this by any reason right now. Or it's not stronger. So does that mean I have a single one that has all the gear pieces? So toys, reed cloak, saucer. Yeah. Saucer, reed cloak, or toys. In Potsdam. Can the green shell work? No. Right. And I don't have that magic. I do have it on another character, of course, obviously, but still. I just want to check if there is a specific aspect that gives it. Yeah, it's Katit that gives it. But I cannot use Katit. I mean, not yet. I mean, once we reach 99, we can. Once I reach 99, I can get no stat ups basically once I reach 99. So a good idea, but not just yet. Not yet. And you can see, yes, Lakshmi gets learned because there are other things that have some of the spells here. Cura is found on other ones. Raga, same thing with Regan and Nasuna as well. Stuff that. Raga is on Phoenix. Seraph has Cura, Regan and Nasuna. Regan and Nasuna. Kuraga, you already know. Some Phoenix. Kuraga. And then Seraph has both Cura and Cure as well. So yeah. So yeah. It was a good idea, of course, but we cannot do it yet. Yeah, so we need to be using the tortoise shell, of course, or tortoise shield rather. Stuff that, yeah. Actually, can I do this? Double thief sprays again. Growth egg. Growth egg. I forgot if they stacked. As long as they're ice shield. Yeah, fine. Let's just use the ice shield. Genny. I would really want a Genny shield here, but yeah. So I can use the Gladius actually. So double growth egg. I wonder if Master Scroll worked with the thing. Can I check that? Because I know that certain things allow you to do certain things. Certain things allow you to do certain things. Man, that's great explanation. You know, I try. Okay, Bushido Blade, okay. Runic Blade, okay. Two-handed, okay. Okay, so what that means, for example, like, yes, there are like, for example, there are things that allows you to, for example, to two-hand with, or like dual wield with, like with Bushido Blade. If it's just like Bushido Blade, okay, then that means that it affects Bushido Blade. So yeah, we're gonna take that word for it. And I'm not using anymore. Hopefully we can get more muscle belts, because muscle belts is absolutely insane. Because 50% maximum HP is pretty decent. I really only have 2 growth eggs. I thought I picked up one more though. I thought I picked up 3 growth eggs. Now only 2 growth eggs. There might be other ways to get it though. Crystal Obear, boost maximum MP. But there is also a thing that is basically like the 3 stars of this game that allow you to use 1 MP and stuff there. But yeah, we're gonna see how insane this is though. Yeah, but yeah. So we would want 14 Imp Partisans. One, 2, 3, 4. He still only attacked 4 there. Okay. I don't know if that was an insane amount though. I know that there are more than just the Tyrannosaur here actually. There should be more. Two. Yeah, another Impartisan. It is good that it's also a drop. That it's not just a steal. Yeah, because I mean, even though, for example, even though the battle arena exists in like Final Fantasy VII and stuff, that it's still not the same thing, basically. Yo. Damn it. I don't know if the eggs stack though, as I said. But yeah, and I believe, yeah, we have 2 gold hairpins and stuff like that. Now, the gold hairpin on its own is very good because it halves the MP cost with the... So yeah, you combine it with Solo Tomasa. But then later on when you get the better things, yeah. And also this is like Minerva Bastia is kind of better. Sometimes it is considered to be better actually than the Genji. The Genji is also very good. But yeah, and I mean the bonus to maximum MP is nice, but there is no like a break. Even though it looks like, look at all that space for the HP, it looks like at one point it was planned to go higher and stuff like that, like why have that space otherwise? And stuff that, you know. So we be grinding. Actually, let me attack nobody, actually. Two, three, four. Because if we get Shadow to Uri, there's a Brachiosaur. Is that so much rarer of an encounter then? Yeah, you can see there's the old ball. Ooh, wow, its meteor is a lot stronger. I'm going to need to then. Oh, shit. Come on, this needs to kill. It didn't kill. Come on, Daddy needs a new plasma rifle. Come on, YOLO swag. Haha, YOLO swag. 1, 2. Oh, man. Ultima, no. Wait. Re-raise. No. Re-raise. Haha. Okay. He cannot jump on himself. That's the great thing about even if you get confused. He did try to. Come on. Lucky we did. Okay, so I probably could have survived that if I would have known that that was so much tougher. I did not expect that actually to be that tough. Yeah, so Mouse's score is a waste on him really. And again, the glove doesn't really do much at all. Wait, we could otherwise. Card bracelet. Protect and shell. which is a nice combination. I don't know if double growth stacks or not, or if this is a waste to do. Because basically it's a Tintin Alabrum that can give you it and stuff that, you know, so Tempest. One, two, three. Now I don't know otherwise if this has a chance to hit or not. The Oblivion leaves enemies into. I don't know if, because I mean technically there isn't a luck stat in this, but there's a lot of things that actually get affected by guilt in this. One thing that is interesting, for example, I saw, for example, 2 read the read thing drop at once at one point. So how many pots do we have now? So we have 2, we have 3 right now. No, we only have 2. Okay. So basically, there are certain things that, of course, get turned into other things and stuff. That we have 3 read cloaks as well. So yeah. We would need 4, of course, to use that one party beams and stuff there, but yeah. And of course, obviously, right. Ooh. It doubles the amount of XP. So basically it only gets applied to the character that has the growth egg, of course, obviously, so, you know. I know that we need to go back to the hidden castle in order to get Bryden and stuff that, so yeah, you know. But I am guessing we want to keep Odin until later on, basically. Right, because Odin gives... What did Odin give again? Odin gives me Meteor. Yeah. Only on that. Quake, Gravity, Tornado. There's a lot of really powerful ones. Because once we reach level 99, that should be max. That's why it's 199. No. We can just equip whatever one we want without having to worry about setups. Because yes, there is no way to prevent you from gaining more HP or more MP, for example. There is no way to prevent that, sadly. Because once you get the what do you call it? Once you get the Espers, also Reed Cloak, okay. So Reed Cloak is another steal from them. Flame Partisan. Actually growth egg into what we call it, into what happened instead, to make Kuraga only cost 20 MP instead. That also makes Ultima only cost 40, which is huge, by the way. So, and then put growth egg on. I don't think Hyper Fist actually does affect his damage. That leaves the growth egg on him. This is definitely some flute music. So yeah, but even when you get a penalty from using like the Master Scroll, with getting gloves, being able to attack 8 times, then that's like really, really powerful. Now the question is, for example, like if I, for example, use on another character that, for example, that can use have Excalibur on her, for example, and if I would combine, for example, Excalibur and Ultima Weapon on a single character, that would be really good. But yeah. At one point, I do want to do a tier list of this and stuff there, because yes, there is a lot of things, and I am gonna try and, if I do a tier list and the character is not on the tier list, then I will count Kappa the Imp as all of the Imp characters. There is theoretically also a rename card that you can get and stuff that, which acquires, which I believe I can get from doing a certain thing, because it is one of the betting things. That can be a rename card. And I can always rename cards good, because obviously if I make a whole party of imps, I would of course make it into another sci-fi. But then I could have like Kappa the Imp as a character. And stuff like that, but of course, yeah. On the Cura, because Cura tries is 26 MP. So Cura is actually better at that point. Usually when you have the normal MP cost, then 2 Curas are often better sometimes than using 1 Curaga. Sometimes. Surrounded by the enemy. A wolf among the hounds or whatever. But I think about that song before. I don't know how much health that thing has though, however, but yeah, the encounter with it seems to be like really, really... I know there are some other good enemies near this place, but you know... It doesn't say there, the current location there, it doesn't... Because this is basically the dinosaur forest. And there's an actual place that looks way more like a dinosaur, by the way, which is actually interesting. I can always have made a dinosaur cavern or something like that instead of like the dragon thing, which is the Game Boy Advance stuff. So basically, when you kill all of the things, then to the north of the island, where the Colosseum is, the north there. And if you look at that, that kind of looks like a dinosaur head, and then the arm up to the if I go over to and show you where the Colosseum is here, the Colosseum is here. So on that thing, it looks like there's a head there, or a dinosaur mouth or a T-Rex mouth that is open, and then like one of the arms going up to the right there, for example, and then his feet being like down there, where the forest is here, and like the stuff, and then the mountain is the other feet on it. Kind of looks like a dinosaur there. So it's pretty funny, right? Way more than this looks like a dinosaur. Like I don't know what everyone's smoking when, oh, this is a dinosaur. I mean, this is a dinosaur that we're fighting, but still, you know. Reed cloak, nice. Is that the only skill it has? I thought they were in partisan as well, but maybe that's only actually, let's 4 oink times. Oh, I'm missing one dragon. I'm missing the quote-unquote Doom Dragon. Yeah, but this is stupid. Because we did not get the thing from it. Unless there is a way to like refight Hidon, then it is. But basically, it requires you to learn 20 blue made skills. And there's 24 in the game, and you start with 3 blue enemy skills. I don't think that those 3 count towards the one you have to learn. I think you have to learn 20 aside from the 3 that you start with. You start with, what is it, Aqua Breath, Stone, and Revenge Blast, I believe it is, that you actually start with. Which is very nice. Tim Pool is catching up to you, Albert. And then he didn't want to be Gao. Because like also gods like calling him Gao and stuff that. But like why are there some people that gets insulted by Gao? Sure, I haven't used like Gao that much, but there are like broken stuff that you can do with Gao. But the main problem is of course that later on other characters often just become like way better than what Gao is. And the fact that Gao needs to lead the party and stuff there to learn his skills do become very, very annoying. So that I wonder. Now, one thing that is interesting, of course, that there is a certain battle, of course, where quote-unquote Edgar actually has the costume or whatever stuff that. So they have clearly shown that you can have it in battle unless I'm used to remember things wrong. Basically, because when you're in Figure Class, there is a certain boss that has a bunch of tentacles. So in partisan, so now that should be 4 in partisan. There's 4 in partisan. 2088. Now, generally speaking, the thing is, even if you don't wear any sort of HP increasing thing, you will generally on a lot of character get almost 9,099 health and stuff that, so yeah. And there's another recloak, that's nice. And there's no reason not to go to 99, by the way. You have to realize, yeah, even if I would have like the XP set to the normal value, yeah. The HP is often the main problem, like gaining and stuff that you know, the HP acquisition in the game is not super great, yeah. And by the way, if we are going to do an actual proper challenge run of this, like the no stats challenge and stuff that, then we are going to make it so that there's only the regular amount that we earn and stuff that, you know. It's going to make the quote-unquote challenge harder and stuff that, you know, because then we aren't going to be able to amass as much skill and stuff that, but yeah. And that could allow me a chance to also get some things that I missed and stuff like that, but yeah. And actually you can get the treasures later on in the Empire or whatever, the Imperial Palace. Because you can go back inside, of course, once you've been there. It's ridiculous how rare the encounters seem to be, actually. Most of that at the other dinosaur. We haven't gotten it right, the other dinosaur. There's the boss enemies. Tom Barris, of course, is a boss enemy that dropped the Minerva Bustier. Master Tom Barry dropped Gladius. We have stolen something from him, nope. And there's no way to fight more. Behemoth King. I mean, technically you can. You can see the Änglar from him, Änglavak. Platinum med Änglar. Here's the tentacle enemy thing. Yes, I'm missing something there. Oh, that's interesting. Because I encountered that in the Colosseum. Huh. So stuff in the Colosseum counts towards the thing. How good is this in terms of XP? Yeah. Look, it's our friend, the balls. Balls, 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 balls. Balls. And who is all right, it doesn't show morph stuff. It is not. There's the Great Mantis. Impart Sun is stealable. There's the Tyrannosaur. Stealable item, Dread Cloak, and drops Impart Sun. Okay, stealable item Saucer from Tumbleweeds. Chaos Dragon. So I have 302 out of 346. I wonder, is there a chance in the Colosseum that you can actually face stuff that is like? I wonder. Because I mean, that would be great if it's like, oh, you can encounter all the missable enemies, yeah, as long as you have the correct things to like gamble with. Stuff that. Right. Yeah, once you reach 90, it starts taking a really, really long time to gain the levels and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, giving yourself like 4 times a chance to steal, like, it seems like really, really good. And bringing a glove doesn't, of course, improve like the rare steal chance or whatever, right? But the mug is like very, very powerful. But wait, if I... Nah. If you Brigand Glove, right? If you Brigand Glove, change the command to Mug, Yeah, because you cannot have Brigand Glove and then like, because you can go, for example, Brigand Glove and then Genny Glove, and then you can get like 2 steals in. But then, for example, the Master Scroll should then be better. For example, like the Master Scroll. That is if Master Scroll, if Mug counts as an actual attack in those terms, right? If it counts as an attack in those terms, then it would be good. I don't know if it does. Let me see. Shadow is of course Clive, I believe it was. Was it Clive or was it Clede? With like, I don't know what his real name was. There is Arovdi in the last name, which is why it's Realm Arovdi and stuff like that, yeah. Marine Partisan, that's 6 in parts. That is pretty insane. Do you try it, by the way? Maybe we do. Right, so instead of Thieves Brace, you go with Master Scroll alongside Brigand's Glove. I mean, I wonder if, but because otherwise you do Thief's Knife, but otherwise, right, like, okay, Brigand's Glove, like, yeah, sure, that gives Mug as a command instead, but it doesn't increase steal chance, right? So isn't it better to use Master Scroll, Thieves Knife, because Thieves Knife is the only one that has that thing. Now, if it would have been something later, for example, if they would have, for example, in Valiant Knife or on Gladius or something like that, if they would have something else giving you that thieving ability, that would have been good. There's apparently also something that you can do with Gogo, apparently, that you can go and encounter a certain thing in the Colosseum, and you can use the Infinity Farm so that then get pieces in that, because you can steal from the things in the Colosseum. And there's a way to basically go infinite from, there's a certain sword that you bet, and then that sword can lead to another enemy that you can then like steal from. And then on Go you equip, like, what is it, like, you equip Brigand's Glove, and then you equip Master Scroll, I think it is. There's a certain specific combination that you equip with it that allows Gogo to actually steal and stuff like that. And because of the fact that Gogo has a mime command, that doesn't work in the arena, meaning he will only try and steal. And the Mug command allows him to actually kill enemies, to actually deal damage and stuff like that, you know, so yeah. So did I just fail that many times? Just with Mug here. It might have been that he switched to regular attack because I had steal before. Mug, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he will do that 4 times. That's really good. So you can get 4 times steal chance, right? But isn't then Master Scroll together with Genny Glove, isn't that better than? must go Jenny Glove. But because that doesn't have the steel thing on it, because this doesn't give me the thing. So I need to basically to do this then instead. I need Thief's Knife, Thief's Knife. Thief's Knife, Thief's Knife. Do that. And then Jenny Glove on him, or Jenny Shield on him. Right? Is that correct, right? Because this should allow him to attack 8 times. So he will have an 8 times steal. Let's go super stupid. Let's see how this goes. I know the Thief Snap doesn't always steal and it has a lower steal chance, I think, than normal or whatever, but it's like, you know. 0 attack. Okay, like right, but imagine, right, if we get the luck and he steals a bunch of times, you know, and stuff that. Like, it doesn't seem that each attempt is successful, but I believe it's actually his agility that actually really affects the steal. He's going in. Okay, so he got 1 steal attempt from that. So there's a chance of happening, of course. It doesn't always happen, but still. As he gains high level, of course, he will be able to steal more. This will be really good, of course. Yeah. I love the Master Scroll so much, but Master Scroll is the one thing, though, that I don't know if we can get more of. I mean, yeah, okay, so that's 1 steal attempt. That's 2 steal attempts. Okay, so I get 2. I got 2 steal attempts then in. That's still worse than the Master Scroll. That's worse than the Master Scroll together with the Brigand Glove. Because that. The thing is, though. Does it work with the Thief's Knife, the mug? Wait. Brilliant idea. Brigand's Glove. Brigand's Glove. And Thief's Knife. I mean, technically you could also two-hand it with Gauntlet to do more damage with the Thief's Knife. I mean, it is worth experimenting and stuff that, you know, because, you know, because Mug always tries to go for the steal, but then though we get an extra steal with the thing. Mug. 1. Stole Reed Cloak. 2. Stole Reed Cloak. 3. Okay, so he does 4 times. But I wonder if we get an extra or if it's just easier to do with Thief's Knife. What we need to look for, basically, we need to look for, like, if it tries to steal more than 4 times. Because otherwise you just put on whatever is the strongest here. You just put on the Wing's Edge then instead, but still. I mean, Master Scroll is good for stealing 4 times then. At least, or having a chance to steal 4 times. But it definitely feels when you combine it with, okay, so that 1 attempt, 2 attempts, 3 attempts, 4 attempts, so that was good. So now let's just switch on to Wing Edge instead. Just test that. Because that was what we tried before. Master Skull together with Brigand's Glove. Now, of course, with the Genny Glove, of course, we do have one 8 times steel, technically, with the regular attack. But that has a lower steel rate or whatever. 1, 2, miss. $94. Come on. Now I forgot. I think that the growth eggs can be turned back into Tintin, Abalum, or whatever you want to call it. 1, 2, 3. Quadras. Oh, read clock. And it's also great because it of course increases my sure I don't have the fun thing there is you saw the nothing to steal. But you saw that time when he got multiply of the red cloak. But then you can if that is because it was more than one Tyrannosaurus. That's why. And this still is yeah, so it seems like because what I'm doing is mug, right? I'm doing mug. Yes. So I'm doing mug, but mug doesn't seem to get affected by the damage decrease from the thing. So yeah, Master Skull with that is really good. So I'm guessing right for certain attacks, Master Skull is really good. How much is that? Okay, so that's 2,386,816. Okay. And yeah, the stats increases that we do have is of course from the Genny armor. Specify plus strength, agility plus 3, stamina plus 2, magic plus 3. Also the only things with the stat boost for him. So yeah, if we would remove that, we would get his default stats, which is 39, 38, 30, and 33. Also, yeah, he does learn some magic on his own, of course, obviously. But that is just because of how he is as a character. But it seems to be that certain characters... Oh, there is the Brachiosaurus again. Okay, so re-raise. You remedy. Possible. Re-raise on him. I do wanna jump. Someone said, come on, jump. Nice. Shuriken. he died in the ice. Fell down the Brog. Brog. Rebase himself. Kör on him. Nothing to steal. Okay, that wasn't that bad. So let's actually tent up. I like his tent a lot. It's a very dark tent. Now we can check what it is. Don't see it yet. Is it that far down? Does it count as a boss enemy? It's something with B. It starts with B. You would... Yeah, there it is. Unless one. Yeah, dropped items Celestial. You can see ribbons. That's 14,396. Okay, so that is the best. But it has a very low encounter chance. But then there's basically a way to infinitely farm it. Well, actually not infinitely farm it. I mean, technically there is. Because basically you go with the... You use like the Aegis shield against it or whatever it is. Yeah, see, you got two real cloaks there. Because we got to steal from both. Oh, and one will stop more shurikens. And I'm going to refill a water bottle after this, because I haven't had any water now. So that's how he attacks, mug, jump, we get best. Current steam. So this is basically like 4x cut materia. But then of course with Genigav you basically get an 8 times cut. But you generally get weaker attacks with it and stuff like that. But certain things of course bypasses that, like the mod command for example does that. Because otherwise he shouldn't be doing that high damage with 4 times cut. So that's how many read cloaks of that? That is... You're higher up. Yeah. 14 read cloaks. I believe it can also turn into something good in the arena. Trash Coco. That's your arena. And I see all in part 2 by the way. Yeah, I'm just gonna save after this and then we're gonna go and get some water.